two reasons this weekend is awesome. One, it's the beginning of Doctor Who. Do 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 do. Blah 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 blah. Secondly, that was so idiotic. Secondly, it's my birthday on Saturday. How awesome is that? I love birthdays. Birthdays are amazing. It's my birthday this Saturday. Oh, don't you wish you were me? Don't you wish your birthday was Saturday like me? That was crap. Anyway, on with the show. Bye. Hello, random people. How are you all? Good. Excellent. I've had a very interesting month this month. I've had one stand-up gig a week, at least, for this whole month, which is quite interesting, seeming I've only to date done a total of about 10 gigs. So it's been a busy month for me, but got paid this week. That was quite awesome. Paid for doing stand-up. It was probably my best hourly rate. Not that I did an hour, but, you know, multiplied up. It's the best hourly rated job I've ever done. So I'm quite pleased with that. Although, not if you include all 10 gigs and then factor that in. Then it's quite pants payment. So maybe not so good. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about things that I don't understand. Because I'm not the most culturally connected person in the world, and some things kind of pass me by. I recently realised that there's a connection of some sort between someone I've heard of called Jordan and someone else I've heard of called Katie Price? Price sounds right. There's some sort of relationship between those two people, and I don't understand it because I'm pretty sure one is a stripper and one is a really bad singer. So, same family, maybe? I don't know. There's some connection, but it only kind of just twigged in my head. And Jordan isn't talked about so much anymore, but Katie Price is. And I don't know. Maybe it's Body Snatchers. Maybe they're the same person. Has anyone seen them in the same room together? If no one has, then they must be the same person. Body Snatchers. That's what it is. See, that's the problem I have, I think, with interacting with real life, is that I always go to the sci-fi analogy. But anyway, things I don't understand. I've been having a discussion with my friend, actually, the other day, about Curiosity on Mars. Awesome. We've done that already, because that is freaking awesome. But they were testing its high gain antenna to see how well it was transferring data. And so they played a song, which was obviously going to be the first song ever originating from Mars to Earth, unless there had been Martians who have their sort of green songs. But they played a song by this person called Wil.i.am, and I just don't understand why. Because he's only ever going to be of this time. He's not going to be of humanity in any wider sense. And we have plenty of people and musicians who have that wider aspect to them. Not to mention we have a composer who's written a song for every planet we're going to likely to visit in the next 100 years. You know, that might have worked. But I didn't understand that. And also, the thing I don't understand with Wil.i.am is that he spells it W-I-L. Does he do a double L? W-I-L.I.am. Which, on Twitter clients, automatically becomes a URL. But the URL doesn't work. And if I was him, that would really annoy me. But secondly, you can customize URLs. You can now buy any dot suffix you want. So why doesn't he just buy i.am and then create a subdomain of Wil? And then his own website would be Wil.i.am. Does that not make sense? Am I the only geek that thinks that makes sense? Maybe there's a technical reason it doesn't work. Anyway, other things that I don't understand. Paralympics. I understand the Paralympics. I actually think the Paralympics are cooler than the Olympics because they're about people who've overcome something rather than people who have just done something, which is a bit boring, full stop, really. Just to say, I've spent my whole life doing this one thing and now I've got really good at it. Woo me, compared to someone was doing one thing, possibly something happened to them, or they've had to overcome something to then get good at something. That's much better, and I think has greater implications for them as a person than just I happen to run fast. So I'm very excited about that. But and this is what was really boggling my mind. When I go to Sainsbury's, because I shop at Sainsbury's because I don't like shopping with smelly people, but when I shop at Sainsbury's, there are posters about the Paralympics because Sainsbury's is a sponsor, but it seems that David Beckham is the sort of spokesperson of the Paralympics. Now, I say I'm not the most connected person with cultural stuff. Have I missed something here? Is David Beckham not doing... Because he's a footballer, I think. Footballer? Yeah, footballer. Wore a skirt once. That's all I know about David Beckham. Did something happen to him? Maybe? My screen just went off again. I need to sort that out. Did something happen to him? Is he not a footballer anymore? Has he had an accident? Is he now disabled in some way that would make him qualify for the Paralympics? Because if not, is that not really bizarre to have a spokesperson for the Olympics that is to do with overcoming adversity and for people who are disabled in some way, and then having a multi-million-pound sports regular player as their spokesperson? Am I the only person who thinks that doesn't make any sense at all? Maybe? I don't know. What other things don't I understand? There are lots of things in the world I understand. Women, don't understand women at all. I really don't understand women. There was another one. What was the other one? What have I done? I've done David Beckham, and I've done Wil.i.am. Can't remember the other one. But anyway, there are things I don't understand. And this connection I have with the world obviously isn't good enough, but I don't feel I need to know about celebrities because they're boring. That's kind of what it comes down to. Especially the type of people who are famous because they're rich or haven't done anything. And there was the singer. Juno. She couldn't sing. She did the Jubilee. There was someone who sung at the Jubilee and was god awful. I mean, completely out of tune, completely mental singing ability. Like, I can sing better, which is saying something huge. And she judges people on singing shows. Was it Jodie Marsh, maybe? I don't know. Whoever it is now only has one name. They've done the Madonna thing. They've become Madonna or the Queen. You know, that kind of, I've got one name, and like Picard, or the Doctor. There are a lot, actually, good to think of, there are a lot of sci-fi characters who only have, who become known by one name. Starbuck, Riker. Ooh, maybe there's a thing in the future we all lose our names. That might, I might have to investigate this more. Angel, Buffy, they're just only known by one name. No one ever says Buffy Summers, that's boring. No one ever says Angel, whatever his last name was. Is that discovered in Buffy? This is just me whittering on about things I don't understand. But, yes, so I'm confused. If you can help me, maybe I need lessons. Do I need lessons? Do I need to know this information about modern life? I'm not convinced I do. Do I? Maybe? Ooh. No. That's the decision I've come to. I don't need to know any of this rubbish. And the fact that these bizarre ideas happen, David Beckham as the spokesperson of the Paralympics, some person or some committee has made that decision. Somewhere in a chain has made that decision and thought it was good. I'm sure there are plenty of disabled ex-Paralympians who could be the spokesperson, who people know. There was the kids' TV presenter who only had one arm, who almost got taken off of TV because parents complained, because apparently children seeing someone with one arm is dangerous to children somehow. Maybe the children will want to emulate it, and at the kitchen table they grab the bread knife and start trying to saw off their own arm, or I don't actually understand what the objection was to this poor lady. Well, she wasn't a poor lady, she was doing very well for herself. I don't understand why parents didn't think it would help me. Why are these things happening? Why don't they make any sense, and why isn't there someone? I wanted to set up this business. This is a business idea I've come up with, and if anyone wants to give me some venture capital, is that what it's called, some capital to invest, I'm so going to do this. I want to set up a common sense consultancy. And I think it would be a genius idea. So big business, they've got this plan to promote bananas by using an ex-porn star as the spokesperson. And they all think this is a great idea because they've convinced themselves that Lady Banana would be a great spokesperson for banana. But there's that niggling doubt. They want to make sure. So they hire my team who come in, we sit down, we go through their proposal, we go through all their documentation, everything like that. And then at the end of it, we go, no, that's a batshit crazy idea. You don't want to do that. And list why they don't want to do it. And it's like a sense check for higher-ups who make these stupid decisions. And I think it'd be good. I mean, we'd save companies huge amounts of money. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So if you want to invest in me, we can do that. Common sense consultancy. It'd be awesome. Yeah. Obviously I get to vet who I work with. And there may be a policy of Naked Tuesdays. But other than that, it's all good. All good. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Bye-bye, random people. Have a lovely week. And I'll do it in the intro, which you will have already seen at this point, so don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's all good.